going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use the Tonto. And I'm going to take a pellet. Because you definitely need the shuriken. And I might be one short on a prayer necklace to face to face this boss, but I want to see if I can do it. I'm gonna go ahead and take an Akko sugar. This boss is gonna be a lot of deflecting, but you can see why I like. That's how you use the shuriken against a flying enemy. In this boss, it's all about posture. But floating passage, all those little hits, it's doing a little bit of vitality damage. And I'm just going to use a pellet. Be careful whenever you see that perilous attack. Oh, that's why. That was kind of BS though. She kind of flew over our shuriken. But whatever. And this is a lot of rhythm to this fight. As you can see, we're doing a lot of vitality damage. The posture damage will stack up as the vitality gets lowered. As with most enemies. We're healing a little bit too much. I'm taking more hits than I want to. When she flies, she doesn't always do the perilous attacks. Sometimes she just does it for her own safety. Right? Oh. And that's the thing. She is, when she does a sweep like that, she will always hit you through your attack. So keep that in mind. Great. Getting a lot of good damage now, but we really need to get her into her second phase if we want to have a chance. You can use the Shinobi Axe too to stack posture damage. I'm going to take a pellet. But now we don't have many healing items. Might have to use the Divine Grass or something. Whew, barely got it off. But you can see why we use the Ceremonial Tonto, because we're having to use the Shuriken a lot. We're going to go ahead and use another Akko's. Oh, I guess we didn't use an Akko's earlier. Guess we didn't get it off. Yeah, she lands right in front of you. And now she usually gets a little bit of chip damage on you. Now whenever she does this, use a Snap Seed. You can kill those enemies very quickly, but they're just distracting. And she is one lucky duck with all these little hits she's getting. Because we're already getting low on health. We can always use firecrackers if we need. Just need to be a little bit closer. She has a lot of crazy combos. Alright. You kind of need to work on your distance for that attack, because instead of using the shuriken, I mean, which you can still use to in the same way, instead of the shuriken, I like to just turn around and get a thrust attack. I find it helps me keep the momentum, whereas if I'm using the shuriken, it feels more defensive. In that situation, I was not going to be able to be far enough to turn in time, most likely. So I just decided that I should use it. And she can summon those guys again. And we don't have any other snap seeds, so we'd have to just kind of deal with them. They go away eventually, but not immediately. So yeah, she summoned them. But normally during this phase, she doesn't attack a lot, which is a good thing. But as you can see, they're very quick to kill, but they are in the way. But floating passage for the win. Come here. Come here. Oh yeah, once they all go away and she snaps her fingers, they turn to a swarm of butterflies. Alright. We got her. I'm not that worried. I know we only have 2 healing gourds, but we're in a good spot. We found a rhythm. I said that. I said it. I spoke way too soon. But I like it when she does that attack because we get a free attack off ourselves. If you're wondering why it took so long to take a healing gourd, it's because I knew I was probably going to have to take more chip damage. Just use floating passage. And get behind a post. Sometimes they do get attacks off still. Run away. So you don't get hit. Luckily, it kind of gives you a refresh on spirit emblems. I'm going to try to use the firecrackers a little bit, just to get some of that vitality damage we need. Although she's kind of giving it to us. I said this was a posture fight, normally it is, but in this second phase, it can be difficult. But we're looking like it won't be a problem. I mean, we don't have any more heals other than a divine grasp, but like I said, we have the resurrection, so I'd sooner use it either after that or at the very least use that first. Oof. Not a big deal. She'll stop them at some point. We just really can't take any hits. I'm just kind of trying to bait her. Because I really would like to not have to use that divine grass. This is also better when you have one more prayer necklace. Oh, wow. That range was crazy. All right, I'm gonna use it. Whatever. Oh, I didn't even have the right item. Ha! It worked out. All right, we had to use the Divine Grasp, but it worked out. So I thought I switched to the Shuriken there, and instead I switched to the axe, and because I double wielded it, or I held down the trigger, which makes it spin, I it actually worked out. Cool. All right, we got her. As you can see, it can be a pretty challenging fight, and that wasn't my best fight of her, but we got it done. We got it done. And then that's all I'm going to show that. But basically, what happens is we get stabbed, and that's where our memory goes blank, and then we end up, 3 years later. But we also got a Sekiro droplet, which gives us another node of resurrection, which is pretty great. Makes it a lot easier to resurrect. All right, we got Lady Butterfly, so now we have more attack power. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, now we're gonna go to the bottomless hole, and that's where we're gonna end it off. Taking a long time to load. All right.